A final round of 68 saw Daniel Hillier finish best of the New Zealanders, tied for 6th in the Asia-Pacific Amateur Championship at Royal Wellington. When Daniel Hillier rattled off 5 birdies in his first 6 holes on a sunny Saturday morning, an expectant buzz went around his large gallery at Royal Wellington. The 19-year-old local lad couldn't quite add the icing to the round of his life on moving day, but he held it together to be the top New Zealander, tied for 6th at his second Asia-Pacific Amateur Championship. Dual weekend rounds of 68 left Hillier tied with Australian Shae Wools-Cobb, who lit up the course with an opening round 63 on 5 under for the tournament, 9 shots off winner Yuxin Lin of China, who booked his dream ticket to next year's Masters and Open Championship. New Zealand's number 1 Nick Voke finished tied for 10th and will now try to turn pro via final qualifying for the Web.com, Marty Melville Photo Sport. New Zealand's number 1 Nick Voke finished tied for 10th and will now try to turn pro via final qualifying for the Web.com tour in the US. I was feeding off the crowd, and it was a great feeling. I was in the zone, and it was unfortunate I couldn't keep it going for that whole round, but that's golf, Hillier said of his Saturday charge. There's mixed feelings. I'm happy that I fought hard the whole week and didn't let my head drop. It would have been nice to be in contention down the final stretch. I played solid today. Masterton electrician Kerry Mountcastle had a memorable week, finishing 9th after being in contention entering the Marty Melville Photo Sport. Masterton electrician Kerry Mountcastle had a memorable week, finishing 9th after being in contention entering the final round. Hillier had 4 birdies and a solitary bogey in his final round, but had too much ground to make up after starting the day 6 behind Lin. The former Aotea college student who honed his craft down the road at Manor Park is used to playing to empty galleries on home turf and relished the big occasion after shaky start. It's the most fun I've had on the golf course, even though I didn't come out on top. The support I had throughout the whole week was incredible with friends and family. I don't feel like I was far off, and overall I'm extremely happy with the week and looking forward to the next one in Singapore next year. There's no rest for the country's second-ranked amateur who flies to Christchurch on Monday for this week's New Zealand Amateur, which he won as a 17-year-old. Add feedback. Unlike his teammates Nick Voke and Ryan Chisnell, who will chase pro careers, Hillier plans to remain in the amateur ranks before a potential shot at qualifying school at the end of next year. Masterton's Kerry Mountcastle, the country's 9th-ranked amateur, ended a memorable week by finishing 9th with a final round of 71. The electrician, who will return to work after this week's New Zealand Amateur, began the day 4 shots off the pace, but 2 early bogeys halted his progress. New Zealand's number 1 and number 3, Voke and Chisnell, were tied for 10th, 11 shots behind Lin. Chisnell rattled home with dual rounds of 67, while Voke's chances evaporated with 73 on Saturday, before he closed with 69. The Iowa State University graduate returns for the second stage of Web.com Tour qualifying school in Texas next month, where a top 20 finish will ensure the 23-year-old's pro career in the U.S. What a week! It's pretty hard to describe. I didn't quite have the goods out there and didn't compete how I wanted to, he said. But how special is this, to play for New Zealand and put the silver fern on at the pinnacle of the game here? I was close. If the stars aligned and I had my head screwed on properly, things could have been a little different. Bay of Plenty's Charlie Hillier, no relation, finished strongly with a final round 67 to be 14th, a shot further back